Welcome back to Icons of Influence, the podcast where we dive deep into the lives of those who've not only built powerful platforms but used them to shape the world for the better. I'm your host, Hannah Halley, and today we're talking about a woman who's gone from a Disney Channel favourite to a multi-hyphenate mogul and mental health advocate. We're talking about none other than Selena Gomez. Selena's story begins in Grand Prairie, Texas, a small-town girl with big dreams and a powerful work ethic. She was raised by her mother, Mandy Teefey, who had Selena when she was just 16 years old. Growing up in a single-parent household, Selena witnessed firsthand what it meant to work hard, to make sacrifices, and to hold on to hope in the face of uncertainty. That strong mother-daughter bond and their struggles early on deeply influenced Selena's grounded nature, something that has stuck with her even after reaching dizzying heights of fame. She got her start as a child actress on Barney and Friends, but it was Disney Channel's Wizards of Waverly Place that catapulted her into stardom. As Alex Russo, Selena captured hearts with her comedic timing, charm, and relatability, but behind the scenes she was already developing a much broader vision, one that went beyond acting. Even as a teen, she wasn't content with just reading lines. Selena wanted to tell stories, to shape them from the ground up. She formed her own production company, July Moon Productions, while still a teenager, which was a bold and rare move in an industry where young stars often get told what to do, what to say, and how to look. She had already begun thinking about longevity and legacy, about creating meaningful content and opportunities, not just for herself, but for others too. And it's important to remember that Selena's rise wasn't without pressures. She was growing up in the spotlight, often facing scrutiny for her appearance, her relationships, and even her friendships. Her early dating life, especially the highly publicised relationship with Justin Bieber, became tabloid fodder, a spectacle that at times overshadowed her career. But even through the noise, she stayed focused. She released music with her band, Selena Gomez and the Scene, and later transitioned into a successful solo career with chart-topping hits. Each phase of her evolution reflected growth, not just as an artist, but as a person learning how to navigate fame with grace and grit. In a culture that often eats young celebrities alive, Selena Gomez found a way to survive, to evolve, and eventually to lead. Selena's journey isn't just one of success. It's a testament to survival, resilience, and transformation. In 2015, she publicly revealed her diagnosis of lupus, an autoimmune disease that not only affects the body physically, but emotionally as well. Lupus can cause fatigue, joint pain, and serious organ complications. For Selena, it led to a kidney transplant in 2017, a life-saving procedure made possible by her close friend, actress Francia Raisa. The transplant was a deeply personal moment, not just because of the health implications, but because it required Selena to step away from the spotlight and reckon with her own mortality at a young age. It reminded her, and all of us watching, that fame doesn't shield you from real human pain. And while she faced physical challenges, her mental health struggles were just as impactful. Anxiety, depression, and panic attacks became overwhelming. These weren't fleeting emotions, they were serious, recurring conditions that required professional help. And in 2018, Selena checked into a mental health facility for treatment. That decision to pause, to heal, to ask for help was powerful. It was courageous. But what sets Selena apart is not just what she experienced, it's how she chose to share it. Instead of hiding her challenges, she opened up publicly. Her documentary, My Mind and Me, wasn't a polished portrayal of a celebrity comeback. It was raw, intimate, and sometimes uncomfortable. It allowed viewers to witness the reality of navigating mental illness, especially under the weight of global fame. Out of this struggle came purpose. She co-founded Wondermind, a mental fitness company with her mother and business partner Daniela Pearson. Wondermind aims to make mental health tools accessible, destigmatize therapy, and provide resources to help people build emotional resilience. This was more than a business venture, it was a mission. Selena began speaking at conferences, meeting with healthcare professionals, and using her voice to advocate for policy change. She became a beacon for millions who feel unseen in their own struggles, especially young people who look to her and see someone who gets it. Selena Gomez didn't just heal, she used her healing to help others find their own path to wellness. And in doing so, she redefined what strength looks like in the modern age. By the time the year 2020 arrived, Selena had already made a name for herself as a singer, actress, and advocate, but she was just getting started. That year, she launched Rare Beauty, a cosmetics line that would go on to do something most celebrity brands fail to do: create real impact. Rare Beauty wasn't born out of vanity, it was born from vision. Selena wanted to challenge the toxic perfectionism often associated with beauty culture. Instead of promoting flawless skin and unattainable standards, Rare Beauty celebrates what makes people unique: scars, pores, textures, everything. It's about makeup that enhances, not masks. From the packaging, which includes accessibility-friendly designs for people with disabilities, to the brand's inclusive marketing campaigns, Rare Beauty quickly became a standout in the industry. But what makes it even more impressive is how Selena embedded social good at the heart of the business. With the Rare Impact Fund, Selena committed to donating 1% of all sales to support mental health education and services. The goal: raise $100 million over 10 years. It's one of the largest known corporate commitments to mental health in the beauty industry. And beyond the numbers, Rare Beauty has built a thriving online community. Their social media channels don't just sell products, they host conversations about self-worth, anxiety, body image, and self-acceptance. There are real people sharing real stories, finding comfort and empowerment, all because of a makeup line that dared to care. Selena's business acumen is often underrated, but it shouldn't be. She has used every ounce of her platform, from social media to streaming, music to makeup, to build businesses that reflect who she is and what she values. Whether she's launching a cooking show on HBO Max, executive producing series like 13 Reasons Why or Only Murders in the Building, or collaborating on philanthropic campaigns, everything she touches carries a thread of authenticity, empathy, and purpose. She's not just influencing culture, she's creating it. So what's the legacy of Selena Gomez? She may only be in her early 30s, but her impact already spans industries, generations, and borders. She's changed the conversation around mental health, redefined what it means to be a celebrity, and created businesses that give back. But more than that, she's become a mirror for millions, showing us that it's okay to be vulnerable, that healing is possible, and that success doesn't have to come at the cost of your soul. Selena is one of the most followed people on Instagram, a fact that puts her in front of hundreds of millions daily. But she's been vocal about how social media affects her, even taking extended breaks for the sake of her mental health. That honesty alone is revolutionary in an era that worships online presence. She doesn't pretend to have it all figured out. She cries, she rests, she retreats when needed. And yet, she shows up consistently for herself and others. That's what makes her an icon. Not perfection, but presence. Her voice is on playlists, her face is on billboards, and her actions are changing lives. Whether she's performing, producing, creating, or simply speaking from the heart, Selena Gomez is showing us what it means to lead with compassion. Her legacy is not built on controversy, shock value, or sensationalism. It's built on connection, courage, and care. And in a world that so often prizes noise over nuance, Selena reminds us that quiet strength, when used with intention, can be the most powerful force of all. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Icons of Influence. If Selena's story moved you, inspired you, or helped you see your own journey in a new light, please consider sharing this episode with someone who needs to hear it. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and follow us for more stories from those reshaping the world with their voice, their vision, and their values. Do you have a suggestion for who we should feature next? Is there an icon that has influenced you? If so, please do reach out. Until next time, remember, influence isn't about attention, it's about intention. and few embody that better than Selena Gomez.